So folks, I know you're not allowed to upload pornographic material to YouTube, but this is meat porn. This is the single best piece of meat off the beast. It is known as the picanha in Spanish, or the rump cap as we call it. This is part of a full rump that I purchased from Bellarine Spitfire and Charcoal Wood Supplies in Geelong. Now this piece of meat is got the fat cap on top, as you can see. I've trimmed off some of the fat, I've trimmed off some of the end pieces, but this rump cap I'm actually going to cook it whole. I'm going to sous vide it as I normally do at about 48 to 50 degrees with a little bit of flavour, just salt and pepper. Firstly, I'll probably trim off this silver skin just because it's a more pleasant experience with that gone. And I will basically leave that large fat cap on there because, as we know, fat equals flavour. But that would have been a 3.5 kilo rump cap. Like I said, I've trimmed off some offcuts and edge pieces, which I'll use for stir fries or burgers or something like that. But this is a marble grade, officially 2 to 3 Diamantina Wagyu. But that looks even better. That's probably more like a 5, I reckon. But at the price point that I paid for this, I think I robbed the guy. I'm sure the cops were chasing me when I left. It was like 29 bucks a kilo for this premium Australian full-blood Wagyu beef. So I can't wait to trim it up, and stay tuned for the next part of the video as we cook this bad boy. This is the picanha rump cap that I've now cryovacked after coating it in pepper, salt and a little bit of garlic olive oil. I've actually just taken it out of the sous vide. You can see the fat there is just almost jelly-like. So it's been sat in the sous vide for about half an hour. It's already starting to render off. I've trimmed off any of the sinewy parts, and that probably still weighs about 2.5 kilos. So that is a beautiful piece of rump cap, and it just goes into the sous vide where I'm probably gonna sit it for 2 to 3 hours. And then for the first time, this is an experiment for me, I'm going to actually barbecue it on the grill whole rather than cutting it into steaks. So and then I'll cut it almost as if it was a roast. So this is going to be interesting, but stay tuned for further developments. Here we go, folks. La Parilla is fired up. The Mallee root charcoal is smoking hot. I've left the V-grill right down low so it's nice and hot. Here is my picanha straight out of the sous vide. Look at that. It is soft and beautiful. That is just rump steak at its absolute best. So what we're going to do now, and by the way, this is the first time I've done this. I'm putting the whole picanha onto the barbecue, not cutting it up into steaks. Let's see what happens. We'll go fat side down first, melt off a bit of that. Listen to that sizzle. The meat porn movie continues. This is going to be unbelievable. I can't wait to smash it. Here's our Diamantina rump cap picanha. That fat cap, which is now currently downwards facing onto the flames, it's hitting that V channel. The fat is just melting like liquid gold coming down those V channels. Gravity's doing the work into this collection tray at the end. So we're not getting too many flare-ups. That's just going to be sizzling beautifully. I love this La Parilla grill. It's amazing. Our picanha is nearly done here. I've lifted it up a little bit higher now just to give it a bit more slow heat into the meat. Fat cap side is facing up. You can see it's nicely glistened off there. Most of the fat, I've had to empty this twice because there's that much Wagyu fat pouring into here. But hey, first world problem. Fat equals flavour, and look at that Mallee root charcoal just giving it the absolute sizzle. I can't wait to slice this. I've got the meat board sitting up there preheating. Token veggies to keep the vegans off me back. But nah, frig it, mate. This is what it's all about. This is the star attraction. This is the meat porn that we're all asking for. Giddy up. I'm pretty freaking happy with that. That has been in the sous vide for 3 hours at 50 degrees. It is a medium rare, and then the charcoal has done its magic. Look at that juicy, juicy flavour. Got a couple of happy punters here about to hook into it. Thumbs up, kids. Yep, and they haven't even freaking eaten it yet. Look at that. That is meat porn on a board. That's all it is. I'm just telling you, porn is on YouTube. Hey folks, it's the morning after the night before here at HangarJ. We just absolutely had heaven for dinner. The queen of steaks, that picanha, the rump cap. Mate, it was awesome. Cooked it whole on the grill as you saw. The juice level, flavour level, and that usual rump texture was just 10 out of 10. So that Diamantina Wagyu, I didn't go high end.
Yeah, you can pay $100 a kilo for some nicely marbled full-blood Wagyu, but at Bellarine Spitfire and Charcoal Supplies, that was under $30 a kilo. Bought the whole rump, and then Simon cut it up for me into portions, but I did insist to leave the picanha in one piece, and what you saw there in those the last few minutes of footage is exactly the result. We chose to cook it as a whole for the first time, sliced it up as if it was a Sunday roast, beautiful, pink and juicy. You could equally cut it into individual steaks and just flash fry, or put each steak on the grill if you want to have that char on your individual steaks. But whichever way you like it, it was awesome, and I can't wait to cook that again. So thanks for watching. See you next time in HangarJ.